Oh, there is. Okay. All right, that goes. Okay, here we go. This is 12 foot. I'm sorry. This is why. This is why I can't talk, guys. I am distraught. I'm out of my peanut butter. I mean, I got some scoops in there, but that's why I'm distraught. So let's try this again. So this is a second request because the first one I had already done from 12 Foot Ninja. This one is also 12 Foot Ninja, and this one is called Vanguard. So let's do this. All right. God, I love the cymbal use that the drummers got going on. Here we go.
The last breath of a dying regime.
I love
On its own sword it will return to the dream. In the days ahead we will rebuild and release. Return unto the light to a cleansed and complete. As for this cursed machine, we'll make a break for the nation of the next dark king. Till we have secured this inevitable defeat. This is the way.
Great background vocals. Oh my God. I'm so into this for so many reasons. Obviously, it opened up really bizarre for me. I remember doing that 112 Foot Ninja and realized how eclectic and powerful they have. Kind of that, and I don't. If I'm putting them in the same creative headspace, it's only because I don't have a real deep pool of super knowledge. But they have that Avenged Sevenfold creativity. I mean, or they exist in that orb of that kind of eclectic creativity. You know, what I like to call the purple level of when musicians and producers and singers and songwriters get into what I call the purple level, anything goes in the change-ups. The whole opening up, the intro with the drums, there was the synth, the kind of ambient, ethereal kind of things happening with the synth, but his cymbal work was unbelievable. Then, of course, you could feel the build. You can hear the build. You could feel the bid. That's where I said, okay, here we go. And they hit us with the riff. But then when they kind of go into this kind of like somebody popped down here. It was like Sublime meets Meshuggah or something. That it kind of felt a little like that. I would know. Excuse me. But that thing that I was doing with my hands is such an integral part of that kind of reggae vibe. Is that that poppiness and bop and punchiness. But what I love too is even with the engineering, how the engineering cleans up so beautifully during this more rock reggae section, and then how it's consistent, but the power and the energy and the engineering obviously changes with the dynamics of the musicians playing dirty, crunchy riff and stuff. But I like that, man. So we've got served up 3 different little slices of how do you do. So far, only in a minute and a half. You had that cool opening with the drums. You had the metal section that had nice riffage in it, and then we went into the kind of combo reggae kind of vibe, and I'm down for that kind of stuff.
Salute Godspeed into the confrontation with renewed majesty. In the days ahead, we will embrace all we feel. Return unto the light to we're whole and complete. As for this cursed machine, we'll take the mantle of the fallen with the force legendary. Oh, time has come to dismantle the dark we march on. Once and for all.
Ah, those backgrounds.
Comes the
they're throwing some gent out. Dang. That's all I have to say about that. And even that gent kind of section we just heard, the tone of the guitars were not like over gentrified. I don't know. That's not a word that I would necessarily be using, but I guess I just did. So that genty dark heaviness wasn't as throaty and heavy as it could have been, obviously, for what seemed like a gent section. But they were able to thread these 4 different little segmented journeys into a complete production that made complete sense, even though they went in and out of the reggae. And even during the reggae section, there was also, you know, you could hear a little clave, or, you know, that's a keyboard kind of a clave vibe. And also, one of the things, I'm not an aficionado of reggae, but I've heard enough to know that there are some staples that sometimes you hear where it's like, let's say a guitar player or a keyboard player might just hit one note and he goes, bum, 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 bum. You know, it delays off in like a triplet. Ding, ding, ba, ding, 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 ba, 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 ding, ding, ba. You know, so it's not an arrangement that keeps going. It's just this occasional little, but there was also a clave keyboard in the background. There was also the organ there. So there was a lot of what I would consider recognizable reggae arrangements and sound usage. I wouldn't say authentic because I don't know enough about reggae to know what. A keyboard in the background. There was a lot of what I would consider recognizable reggae sound usage. I wouldn't say I don't know enough to know what. A key. There was a lot of what I would consider. I mean, I only did one 12-foot Ninja track in the past, and I think I did it too because it was kind of fun and kitschy looking video, but man, this was a serious piece of work, man. So thank you for that very much, Sky King. I appreciate that.